Before we get started, here's a few highlights from today's game.
Let's see if they turn two. There's one. On to first. It's a double play. That one's drilled to right center field and deep. There it goes. See ya. Off the back wall of the bullpen. He extends his...
1-2 pitch is crushed down the right field line and into the second deck.
High fly ball, right field. Tucker back on the track at the wall. See ya. Home run Frazier. A two-run.
No. Look at it. No. Read it. Look at it.
Grounded to Ford. Goes to second one. On to first. Cole takes the throw for the double play.
Altuve drives one deep to left field, all the way back, gone! Jose
Up the middle and knocked down, but that's all they'll get. Now going to third, which is not covered, as heads up base running. Now he's heading home. There's nobody home. He scores. It's 5-4 Astros.
Maldonado drives one to left field, hooking, and this ball is fair, gone! Martin Maldonado!
Stick around for the post-game reaction, followed by an audience question and answer session. Don't forget to subscribe to the audio version of this podcast, The Freeze, by NYY Recaps. Before we get started, a quick word from our sponsor.
Support for NYY Recaps is brought to you by Manscaped, who are the world champions of below-the-waist grooming. Look, if you're using the same razor for your face that you're using on your bollocks, you're doing it wrong. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code NYY Recaps at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code NYY Recaps. Your bulls will thank you. Hey guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little down after today's game. I feel like the Yankees should have won that game. They should have swept the Astros, especially with your ace, Garrett Cole, on the mound. But the bullpen let us down today. Offense kind of turned into a pumpkin after a couple of good days, although I did see some positives. I went digital on my notes today, so I'm going to go ahead and read through those. First of all, a happy 90th birthday to the Say Hey Kid. Can you even call him the kid anymore when he's 90 years old? Willie Mays. Happy birthday. Top of the first leadoff single for Altuve, but then Brantley hits into a 4-5-3 double play. Yankees have been turning a lot of double plays in this series. Astros go quietly. Bottom of the first, Stanton walks. Judge strikes out for the 6th consecutive at-bat. Urshela and Torres walk to load the bases. Ford hits an absolute bullet right at the first baseman. He's out. Yankees don't score. That ended up being a big play. If that gets through, it changes the game. Top of the second, Astros go quietly. I noticed a number of bad calls by the umpire at that point, but Garrett Cole pitching through it, much better than Lance McCullers Jr. at that point. Excuse me. Great play to the arm side by Gleyber Torres. He really does look much better at shortstop each day, getting better and better. And then bottom of the second, Aaron Hicks rips a base hit. 3-game hitting streak from the left side for him, which I think is significant. A line drive to right field. I guess he's coming out of it a little bit. He was 3 for 3 on the day, off the interstate up to 202. Clint Frazier hits into a force out, DJ strikes out, and the Yankees don't score. Top of the third, Astros go quietly. Great scoop over there at first base by Mike Ford. He made a number of really, really good plays over there at first base today. He struck out in a couple of key situations, but at least he's playing defense, and Luke Voigt's on the way back. So, hey, if I could be like Mike and headed to AAA. Bottom of the third, Stanton extends his hitting streak to 12 games with a nuke. His 9th home run, an absolute bullet to right field, 117 off the bat, hitting .512 over his 12-game hitting streak to that point. 1-0 Yankees. And then Judge struck out for his 7th consecutive at-bat. Tough day for Judge, tough series for Judge. Top of the fourth, Judge makes a great play in right field to take away a base hit. Didn't like the way he was grimacing when he got to his feet, or the way he landed on one knee with all 205 or 290 pounds or whatever of his frame. I just didn't like it. If you go back and watch that on MLB TV or whatever platform you use and zoom in, you can see that when he gets up, he grimaces. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I don't know if that's going to mean anything. Didn't have a great day. I thought he hit the ball harder his last couple of times out, but no hits to show for it. Alvarez hit a monster nuke to right field with 2 outs in the 4th to tie the game at 1. Bottom of the 4th, Aaron Hicks got an infield hit, and then Frazier hits a 2-run home run to right field. Nice piece of hitting for Clint Frazier. I thought he pimped it a little too much for a ball that went into the second row. But my issue with Clint Frazier, and I tweeted about this, was that he was hobnobbing with Spike Lee and other celebrities, sending autographs and saying, look at it, read it. Dude, you got a game going on. I don't even care that you just hit a home run or that you're winning. That's unprofessional. That's unprofessional. You would never see Paul O'Neill, Don Mattingly, Derek Jeter, never see any of those guys do it. A-Rod did it, and he got ripped by it, or ripped by the papers and things like that for it, but I just thought that was unprofessional. Somebody on Twitter said, if you hit a home run, you can do whatever you want. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. It's a team sport, not an individual sport. You hit a home run, you come back to the dugout, you keep your eyes on the ball game, and you root for your team, and you support your team. You worry about the fans and the celebrities after the game. If then, really. You're on the New York Yankees. You don't need to be hobnobbing with celebrities. You are the celebrity. What are you doing, Clint? Every time I think he's putting it together, he does something stupid. Top of the 5th, 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Cole. Nice shutdown inning. Bottom of the 5th, Urshela makes a nice hustle double out of a single. Kind of singled up the middle, and the Astros were kind of loafing. They were just lollygagging. Bunch of lollygaggers. And Urshela hustled and turned it into a double. Top of the 6th, Ford, Torres, and Cole turn a 3-6-1 double play, and the Yankees defense continues to turn crucial double plays. Jump to the top of the 7th, Alvarez hits his 2nd home run of the day, another nuke over the center field wall and into Monument Park. Bottom of the 7th, Yankees go quietly. Top of the 8th, Garrett Cole out of the game. His final line, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. I saw somebody say in the chat here a minute ago that he didn't do well. No, he did fine. 7 innings and 2 runs is a 2.57 ERA. That's better than his career ERA. He pitched fine. He just didn't have a ton of strikeouts. Didn't need them. He went 7 innings and 2 runs against a good offense. Your offense needs to pick you up on that day when you keep it close. Whatever. Top of the 8th, Green in the game, allows a walk and then an infield single and an error by Urshela. And then Shrimpy Birthday Boy hits a 3-run home run. Hey, look, congratulations. You hit a home run on your birthday. You won the game with a home run on your birthday. You still got to hit in a high chair when you go to dinner tonight. Bottom of the 8th, Gleyber Torres picks up a base hit to right field. Really beautiful piece of hitting. You guys can tell I'm a little upset about this game, right? This is a winnable baseball game. A winnable baseball game. You have the lead after 7 and you lose. I get angry sometimes. It's not all fun and games over here. Anyway, Gleyber Torres picks up a base hit in the 8th. Then with the shift on, Hicks picks up a base hit, his 3rd hit of the day. And Torres takes both 2nd, 3rd, and home, or I should say all of those bases. He was going to 2nd. He was safe. There's nobody covering 3rd, so he takes off for 3rd. And there's nobody covering home, so he just runs and beats the catcher home. What an unbelievable piece of base running. That's high IQ baseball. And I didn't see Gleyber hobnobbing with Spike Lee after it, by the way. Top of the 9th, Maldonado hits a 2-run home run, and that was all she wrote on the day. Yankees dropped this one 7-4. Hey, look, still a good series. You won 2 out of 3 against the Astros. You wanted to sweep, but hey, look, realistically, it's tough to sweep series. They don't have to happen that often. This was not the Detroit Tigers. Yankees are in good shape. They're just, I think 2 games out of first place now. And we've got a lot of baseball to play this season, and the Astros don't scare me. If we face them in the playoffs, they're just not going to scare me. They don't have the starting pitching. They don't have the bullpen. And you better believe at some point, Chapman's going to put one in Altuve's ribs. We'll see. Esteban Vasquez says Chapman should have been in there in the 8th. You can't question that. That's not analytics. That's basic baseball. Chad Green has been lights out all season. He just had a bad day. It happens sometimes. We can't fault him for it. He's a human being. You know, there's a reason that nobody goes undefeated and nobody has a 0 ERA. These are the best athletes, the best hitters in the world. And if you're going to make a mistake, they're going to hit it. They're going to punish you. It happens. So that was not an analytics thing. That was just a baseball move, and it just didn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Wojciech Cybulski says at least Ford was very okay defensively. Very okay. He was good defensively. You can say he was good defensively. He was. He was not good offensively. He did get robbed. He hit the ball hard at the first baseman. But, you know, he's got to come through a little bit more. I think he's going to be headed back down to AAA as soon as Luke Voigt is ready, which will be soon. Lori C says Higgy is blowing his chance to be the starter. I don't think so. Because he did well behind the plate. You're not going to get a hit every game. And what are you going to do? Put Sanchez back in there? Sanchez can't hit either. Catching is not a position where you need offense. It's not a position where you need to rely on offense. You need to get good defensive play from your catcher. You need him to call a good game. You need him to block balls in the dirt. You need him to be basically the quarterback of the infield. What plays are on? First and third. Come out and call the signs. You know, throw runners out. That type of thing. I'd be fine if Higgy hits 200 or 190. I think he'll do better than that. But we've known all along Higashioka is not a offensive catcher. He's a defensive first catcher, and I'm fine with that. Luke Hughes says, I just joined the stream. Hello. How's it going over there?
Hello there.
Sports Guru says Red Sox are horrible. Yeah, the Red Sox are pretenders. They're in first place right now. August comes around, they're going to be out of it. But, hey, look, tough day for the Yankees. They dropped this one. I'm going to call it a day early, take the rest of the night to basically sob over this game. I'm just kidding. I just need a break here. Esteban says, it's analytics when you've decided your closer can only pitch the ninth. That's horseshit. That's just horseshit. Chad Green had a 1-something ERA coming into that inning. He's your setup man. He's designed for that role. Guys get comfortable pitching in certain roles. It's not that they're saying you can only pitch him in the ninth, right? I mean, these guys are accustomed to pitching in these roles. They start stretching at the same time. They start loosening up at the same time, throwing at the same time. You know, Chad Green is used to pitching the 8th inning. It's not an analytical decision. He's the guy you go to. If you're telling me you would have gone to Chapman there for 2 innings, you're a moron. I'm sorry, you're just a moron. He pitched last night. It's May. You don't go to your closer for 2 innings in May, you dunce. T-Bird says, very disappointed today. It was a series win. NYY Recap says, what is Boone doing pulling out Clint? And when Hicks had an injury scare, who was supposed to replace him? Gary in the outfield, Loizaga playing left. So, look, well, he pulled out Clint because, I don't know why he pulled out Clint. Maybe because he was hobnobbing with celebrities in a game that you end up losing. Pay attention to the game, Clint. I don't care that you hit a home run. And yes, Hicks kind of hit first base weird earlier in the game, and then when he went to first on his single, it looked like his leg was bothering. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. All right, I'm going to call it a day. Yankees lose this one, 7-4. I'll see you next time.